Was that DPG? I couldn't catch that.
Yeah, I guess Connor left. He popped in and he left. Must be a Columbus thing. You want to talk about the Apple deal?
All right, let's move on. I'm going to close up shop here on the Ronaldo chat. Internet issues, trying to figure it out in Ohio. Typical. So Brian Sano tweets out the pricing details for MLS on Apple TV Plus. Hashtag CF97 and MLS Fire. MLS Season Pass will be home to the most expensive, and accessible programming lineup ever for MLS fans, including all MLS fans and League Cup matches, as well as hundreds of MLS Next Pro and MLS Next games. So the kids, the youth teams, during match days, MLS Season will feature an exclusive live match whip around show, kind of like Red Zone for the NFL. So fans never miss an exciting goal or save, as well as game replays, highlights, and analysis. Starting February 1st, fans can subscribe to MLS Season Pass on Apple TV app for $14.99 a month during the season, or $99 per season. And on Apple TV Plus, subscribers who are already subscribed can sign up for a special reduced price of $12.99 per month, or $79. It says and $79 per season. So I guess it's like either or. Like you could do it a la carte and pay up 13 extra bucks a month if you already have Apple TV, or 15 bucks a month if you don't have some sort of Apple TV, or you pay the full season price of $79 if you have Apple TV. Subscription, or $99 for the whole season of MLS, every game, and the youth teams, all in one place, no blackouts.
So if you're the mathematician, and if you do the numbers right, $99 would be a lot cheaper than paying $15 a month.
Yes,
it actually comes out to
$100 for essentially a season ticket to MLS.
Yeah, and then it's like I believe that translates to $8.25 a month. So that's not unreasonable.
I don't think that's unreasonable. I agree. $100 from February till typically, I think they typically go to December. This season was a bit abbreviated. They condensed because of the World Cup schedule. So you're getting you're getting a lot of soccer in that meantime, and not just your team. You're going to be getting some of the stars, all the stars of the league.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're going to have special programming during the off season and all sorts of stuff, And another thing too is, like, I know people have been getting pissed off about it. Oh, well, why would I have to pay $15? Blah blah blah. Keep in mind that a lot of teams, this is what they're doing now. A lot of not just MLS. I'm talking about NFL, MLB, NBA. NBA has its own league pass that essentially costs about $100 too.
I have it right here. NBA League Pass, $100 for per thing for season with commercials, $129 without, and $90 for a season for a single team. MLB TV is about $129 a season, $109 for a single team. NFL is $147 for Sunday ticket, all out of market Sunday games where you get all out of market. You already have your in market Bears games and whatever else is on CBS Fox. But the Sunday ticket's $147. MLS is going to be $99 for every game, no blackouts, and the ability to rewind and stop and watch replays and all that fine stuff.
And one more thing is that you just mentioned about blackouts. The other three, NBA, MLB, NFL, they're gonna have blackouts. If that game is showing on ESPN, they're gonna block it out.
Every single one of those has local blackouts.
So.
But for the first time, there's a mega sport TV deal for a top sport without blackouts in every game. I think this is truly. It is a great thing for MLS fans. Now, the main problem is a lot of people point out this becomes a bit of a barrier of entry for a lot of other casual fans who might not feel so compelled to pay the $19.99 or the $99 a season.
At that point, you leave it up to the clubs to figure it out. But think about it this way. If you wanted to watch the Cubs, what do you need to watch the Cubs on TV?
I have no idea. You need Cubs? Do you need Cubs TV or Comcast, or do you need a few things? You need
What's that channel
and
called?
WGN.
They don't show Cub games on WGN. They show them once in a great while. I don't even think they show them on. They show it on.
What channel is Cubs games on?
I forgot I forgot.
If you live in Market, the Chicago Cubs will play on Marquee Sports Network, the regional sports network for the Chicago Cubs.
So you need to have cable just to watch the Cubs play. All right, you need to get
and
Marquee.
And you got to pay for the special Marquee Sports package too, I think.
Yeah, I think you have to get a certain tier in your cable package to get Marquee.
Absolutely.
Okay. You want to watch the Sox play? You have to get cable again. You need to get Comcast to get Comcast Sportsnet. Am I right?
Let's check out what channel to watch. What channel for White Sox games? Typically on NBC Sports Chicago, sometimes Fox, FS1, and ESPN. But
so yeah,
typically NBC Sports Chicago. Yeah, you need cable, but you don't need an additional plan like you need for the Cubs.
Yeah, you could. I think if you could get away with just watching the basic, the entry level sports package to watch the Sox.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears. Normally they're in channel 5 or 9 or WGN or
they're on Fox or CBS, I think.
So fine, I think that's the only team that you could probably watch for free if you're into football.
Mm-hmm. Unless they're on Thursday night, and then you have to watch it on Amazon.
Yep.
Or if they're on Monday night, then you have to watch it on ESPN. I think, unless they have, I don't know if they have local broadcasts on those ESPN on those Monday Night Football games.
That means you have to have an Amazon Prime subscription to watch the Bears on Thursday nights.
That was earlier this season. Yeah.
Or you need a cable to watch it on ESPN. Okay. Moving on. The Blackhawks. Where do the Blackhawks play on?
Pretty sure Comcast Sportsnet.
You need cable for that too, right?
So what channel for? Let me double check. You do need cable for that. It's not special channel, but it's NBC Sports Chicago, ESPN, and TNT. Typically NBC Sports Chicago.
So we just mentioned all these other Chicago sports teams that play with forcing you to get cable or forcing you to get some sort of a streaming package, and you're gonna pay a lot more than $100 a year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, easily.
So people complaining about paying $100 to watch the Fire or MLS in general haven't thought about how much it costs to watch other teams in other sports. You know.
And what if Messi comes in 2 years? So you're going to be able to get to see a player like him. But next year, guess what? Gareth Bale is still here. So in addition to the Fire, I'll be checking in with Gareth Bale every so often. And who knows what NYCFC pulls, and who knows what other magic some of these people pull, these GMs pull after this World Cup.
Yeah, and think about this. Like if $100 is the issue, you know, Christmas is coming up. You know, ask people to buy you that for Christmas.
Save up $25 a quarter. Every 3 months, you save up $25. That's
exactly.
$5 a week for 5 weeks. Bam, you've saved 25. Then you could start doing for the next quarter. Save $5 over the next 10 to 15 weeks. Bam, you saved up 25, and all of a sudden, bam, you've got $100 scrapped together. If you really want to watch MLS, I think it's just pay it. Just pay the man. Just what's that meme for the poker game? Pay the man his money. That's how I'm starting to feel about it. Like as I've grown a little bit older, like I'm looking at this MLS TV deal, and my buddy, a lot of people split their streaming services nowadays. So like that's also going on. So like you have people you could typically split it with, or find somebody, and split the deal that way. And I know I have Apple TV through my buddies, and when this Apple TV comes through, I'm gonna essentially just give him the $100, and he's gonna add on MLS, and boom. So I paid for my share, he's paying for the rest of it. We'd be two happy campers. Everybody wins.
You know, and that's the thing is, you know, the days of watching sports for free, I think they're pretty much gone.
They're going farther and farther away. I mean, they're clamping down on a lot of illegal streaming and that type of stuff. Yeah. I mean, these sponsors want to make their money, or they need their ROI. And Brother BKL asking is this Apple deal, do you think it's even going to work for MLS sponsors? Besides, if it could work for the, do you think it's going to work for the MLS season and for the Campeones Champions League too? I don't have any Apple systems, only Android. So I wonder how they'll be locked out. But I thought that there's a way for Android users to watch Apple TV.
Yeah, there is. I think they have I think you could download Apple TV on an Android phone.
Absolutely, there's got to be an app, and it's actually a pretty light app. But I think he does. Brother Brickell brings up a point though, and LW Johnson was talking about. I believe MLS thinks of itself in a certain way, and that trips them up. And when they make these types of deals, because the NFL, the MLB, the NBA, they don't have competition anywhere else. Meanwhile, MLS is competing with the Premier League on Peacock, Champions League, among others, on Paramount, ESPN Plus, with a whole bunch of other leagues. So it is a little bit different on that end.
So not only that, now going back to the issue about Android and Apple TV, you could actually watch it on the web browser on an Android TV, an Android app. So this is what the MLS website shows. You could put it on Apple TV, you could put it on your iPhone, iPad, your MacBook, your AirPlay. If you have, that's basically all the Apple stuff. And then you could put it on streaming devices. You're talking about your Roku's, your maybe your Fire, Amazon Fire TV, gaming consoles, cable and satellite receivers, and of course the web. So you could probably watch it on an Android phone on the web browser on Google Chrome or something, and because I believe you could watch, you could watch it on tv.apple.com. You could watch it on a Comcast Xfinity. You could watch it on Chromecast with Google TV, PlayStation, Xbox gaming consoles, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku devices, which I have. Samsung, LG, Panasonic, Sony, Vizio, and other smart TVs. And of course, iPhone, iPad, Mac, Apple TV 4K, and Apple TV HD.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. So I mean, like, it might not be on the direct, but there's indirect ways. Say you're on the Android ecosystem, so there's going to be ways. They're going to make it. I mean, like, they want to make money.
Yeah.
They're going to make as many doorways and windows as you can. But as those doorways and windows come, other doorways and windows will be slammed shut, and other avenues that we typically watch MLS are going to close. So terrestrial TV going to be going away, but it's still going to find its way there, supposedly. And also, Apple TV will have a couple free games for paid subscribers who don't have MLS TV. And I wonder if there will be, if you just have the app, if you could watch a free game as well in some way without even being an Apple Plus subscriber.
Let me add this on here. Another thing too, if you have T-Mobile, I believe they give you Apple Plus for free for a year. So
we say it again. If you're a T-Mobile member, you get Apple Plus for a year.
Yeah, Apple TV Plus for a year.
So I've enjoyed Amazon Prime, but outside of football season, Thursday Night Football, I don't know when I'm using Amazon Prime typically. Oh wait, there is Marvelous Miss Maisel. That's a good show on there. We'll love that with the wife, with Mrs. Spittingfire. So
what's included in this MLS season pass? Every MLS
different ecosystem than Amazon. Yeah. Sorry to clarify.
So on MLS season pass, it has every MLS regular season match, every MLS playoff and MLS Cup match, every Leagues Cup match. You can watch it in English or Spanish.
Oh, and Spanish broadcast.
Yeah. And they're gonna have a radio broadcast too, if you're interested in that. They're gonna have MLS Next Pro and MLS Next matches, hundreds of live MLS Next Pro and MLS Next matches. Exclusive live whip around show, so fans don't miss.
That's the kicker, though, DPG. This exclusive live whip around show, this soccer all day, whatever they're gonna call it, I don't know what, the MLS Live. They should bring it, just make it MLS Live or something. But yeah, as a shout out to the past. But that is where it's gonna be great, because think about this: the game is evolving, and a lot of this TikTok generation, they're not gonna, maybe they are less inclined to watch one game rather than all of the games, and they're getting all of the best sporting moments of MLS live during that whip around show. That's what happens on Red Zone. The best moments of NFL are literally live, or a couple seconds after they bring it and they show you what happened. And I think that will definitely help fans consume MLS.
And that's actually, I like that feature because I'm, when the Fire play away, if I'm not going, or if they're playing at home and I'm not able to go, a lot of times I'll be at home and, the game kicks off in an hour. I'll probably go through a couple of MLS games that are currently playing. This actually solves all of that for me. I can literally just watch one channel and have them, because I really don't care about other teams, but I want to watch soccer.
But I would watch other teams. I would watch Gareth Bale. I would check in on Orlando and Nani back in the day and some of these other people if I had that easy ability. And MLS Plus on ESPN did have that, and it got me checking out a few more MLS games than I otherwise would have.
Yeah, and the thing is,
but it wasn't perfect.
Yeah, there's times where I want to watch two games. I could do that. I mean, I could watch it on my phone or the TV, but it's like, why do that? Just watch. Let's just, I wish they had, because if anybody has watched Red Zone, NFL Red Zone, that's actually pretty cool. They literally jump from game to game when there's like a scoring opportunity or something, something's going on.
That's typically what I have up. I usually have the Bears game up and I have Red Zone on the side. After the Bears game's ends, I usually put my most important fantasy match up, and then I have Red Zone still running on the side. And it's so, my dudes, just NFL Sundays, man, are just so awesome because of that Red Zone feature. And to have that in MLS, it's going to be a game changer for all of us.
Let me ask you this. What is your ritual? In this case, currently, what